Can the court reporter please swear in the witness?
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this deposition will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Can the court reporter please swear in the witness?
Breaking news, we're now getting the deposition videos of former President Bill Clinton and his wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The couple each faced tough questions from the House Oversight Committee investigating Jeffrey Epstein last week. Take a listen to one moment from Bill Clinton's deposition where he describes his interactions with Epstein.
Through my brief acquaintance with Jeffrey Epstein, though it ended years before his crimes came to light, and though I never witnessed during our limited interactions any indication of what was going on, I'm here to offer what little I know so I can do my part to prevent something like this from happening again. I have to just say one personal thing. Since Hillary came in yesterday, she had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing.
I want to bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman live for us. Katrina, that video just came down moments ago. We're still going through it, but what stands out to you so far?
So yes, we are pouring through these deposition videos now. A few moments that have stood out so far are there's one where former President Bill Clinton is asked about the note that he wrote Jeffrey Epstein in that birthday book that came out. There was also something that appeared to be from President Trump. And former President Clinton said that he did in fact write that letter, and he thinks that he was asked to do it by a member of his staff, he said. So he did confirm that. He was also asked a lot of pointed questions like, did he ever have sexual activity with someone introduced to him by Ghislaine Maxwell? He said no. He also said that he wasn't aware of any young girls who were under 18 on the plane when he was with Jeffrey Epstein. He said that he had a much more extensive and long relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell too, and said that it was hard for them when they learned about her crimes and her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein and his crimes. He also said that he never saw Jeffrey Epstein do anything suspicious. And both Bill and Hillary were asked about a series of names, whether they recognized them, people who have come up in the Epstein files, also very pointedly about Huma Abedin, a former top aide of Hillary Clinton's. So these are very long. We're going through all of them, but those are a few moments so far that have stood out.
And I'm curious because it's important to note that Bill and Hillary Clinton were each deposed on different days. What are the key moments that you're looking for from Hillary's deposition?
I mean, with Hillary, she said afterwards that she was asked more times than she could count if she knew Jeffrey Epstein. As you played in that clip, something that Bill Clinton said is that this was personal, that he understood that he had to answer questions, but he did not understand why they had to bring in Hillary, who really had no ties to Jeffrey Epstein. We know that the conversation with her, she said, really went in some very different directions. She was asked about UFOs. She was asked about a conspiracy theory called Pizzagate. And I think we can take a listen to what she had to say about that.
Pizzagate was totally made up. It was an outrageous allegation that ended up hurting a number of people, that caused a deranged young man to show up with his assault rifle and shoot up a local pizzeria. I can't believe you're even referencing it. You should be.
There are connections to the language.
Well, the QAnon people believe there are. So
I don't know what QAnon people believe.
Have at it.
But you've accused certain parties, and I think even right now today, of promoting slow walking or information in ways that fuels conspiracies. In your view, did any Epstein-Maxwell related investigations or file handling pre or post 2019 contribute to or intersect with the spread of Pizzagate style theories about Democrat figures?
Objection.
I have no way of answering. That is the most
speculation.
Ridiculously.
Have you or your representatives identified any Epstein file content that has been misinterpreted online to revive those claims?
And I think really when we're looking through Hillary Clinton's deposition, I'm going to be looking to see whether any real information came out of this that will help with the investigation of Jeffrey Epstein. You know, she spent many hours in there, about as many hours as her husband, who did in fact appear in those files. What actually came of this deposition?
Yeah, you've definitely had your work cut out for you, Katrina. There's a lot of hours to go through today. Thank you so much for that report.